Welcome back to Cox Connections, a program that provides up-to-date information on events that affect you, our customers. According to the National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration, drivers under the age of 20 are the most distracted. 16% of this group who are involved in fatal crashes were reported as distracted at the time of the crash. In 2013, Cox Communications and Hall Automotive began their commitment towards safe driving in the local community. In 2014, Geico joined them in this effort. The result? High school students competing to make the best original video essay showing the dangers of distracted driving. Here to tell us about the Distracted Driving Viral Video Contest and the winners is Jean Mahan, Marketing Director for Hall Automotive. Welcome to the show, Jean.
Thank you, Emma. Thank you.
So tell us how this idea came about.
This idea came about back in 2013. Cox Media came and presented the idea of, hey, we've got an idea to create the awareness of distracted driving on the road. And we kind of put our thoughts together and said, okay, what would be the best way to do this? What would be the best way to get the idea out? And from that, we came up with the viral video contest.
And it sounds like a contest is a great way to reach this particular demographic.
Correct. It really gets their juices flowing. When you tell them, hey, look, create something that tells the story about distracted driving. You know, what does it mean to you? How can you do it? And it really gets them to kind of sit back and say, okay, how can I create this video? And they love using technology. Kids today love using technology more so than I think we did. But they sit down, there's a group of kids that'll get together, or maybe just one or two. It can be as many as they want in their group. They get together, put the video together, and then submit it.
And how does the contest work exactly?
What happens is at the beginning of the school year, we send information out to the high schools, the local high schools, inviting the students to create a 2-minute video. And it's a 2-minute viral video. They then have to submit it. From the submissions, we then have a panel of judges that get together and select who the top 4 videos will be. And then from there, they get voted on by their peers or their parents or anyone within the community.
So it really is a competition,
absolutely.
A contest.
Yes, absolutely.
And this year's challenge was a success?
Yes, very much so. We had 18 video submissions.
That's great.
Yeah, it was really great. There were 121,000 votes during a 3-week period of time, which is fabulous, which means that those 4 videos were seen in excess of 5,600 times during that period of time.
Wow, so they really are spreading the word about the
Yes.
dangers. That's a lot of views and
Yes.
a lot of votes.
It really is, in a short period of time. You know, it was over the Thanksgiving holiday, so you've got family around, they're all talking about it, they're voting, so it's really helping to get the word out there about distracted driving.
And because it's a contest, I'm assuming that there are prizes.
Yes, of course. The best way to get somebody engaged is offer cash. And we did that. You know, with Geico, with Cox, and with Hall Automotive, we offered up $3,500 to the winning team. In addition to that, the school gets $3,500. So it really helps with the engagement of the school backing their students who are participating. And there's also prizes for 2nd place, 3rd place, and 4th place.
Wow, sounds incredible.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about this year's winning video.
This year's winning video, it's a very moving video, and really I encourage folks to go onto the website. It's no2dd.com. All 4 videos are there. The first video, or the #1 video, was called Second Chance. You know, in life we all want that second chance, and what they created was a video that takes it from the grave site, actually shows a student mourning over a friend or someone, and taking it backwards, back to how the accident actually happened, that, you know, he was in his car on his phone, the accident, you know, transpired. So it's, you know, it's showing that second chance, and we don't get second chances. So it was coming from that view.
Sounds like it was incredibly moving.
It's very moving. It gives me goosebumps.
And who were the students, and what was the school?
The school was Atlantic Shores Christian School, and the students were Timothy, Matthew, and Ryan, and they really did a fabulous job.
Sounds
They
absolutely
put a lot of thought behind it.
Incredible.
Yes.
And you said there are 2nd and 3rd place winners as well?
Yes, there are 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place,
Oh,
actually. So all 4 videos that had some money takeaway.
Tell us really what you hope the impact is that this contest is having on teenagers.
I really want teenagers to be aware of what they're doing when they're driving. You have to concentrate on driving. No one should ever attend a funeral of someone that was killed by distracted driving. It should never happen. And really helping to get that word out there, letting the students know, hey, look, yes, it can happen to you. Unfortunately, it's happening more and more often. You know, the more technology we get, the more we're on it. So helping to spread that word and letting them know that, hey, it can wait. Please don't. You know, it's not worth driving distracted.
So we think about technology distractions, texting while driving,
Yes.
obviously is the thing that primarily comes to mind. But are teenagers doing other things as well behind the wheel?
Absolutely. Messing with the radio knob, you know, looking at their phone when they're trying to do directions, or, you know, if they're brushing their hair, putting on their makeup, or chit-chatting with friends in the car. Anything that takes your mind and your thought off of the physical driving is distracted.
And it only takes a split second
Absolutely.
to have a crash that can change your life or somebody else's life forever.
Yes, yes.
You were telling me earlier about the length of a football field.
Yes, if you're driving on the interstate and going 60 miles an hour and you take your eyes off of the road for just a split second to look at a text, it's like driving blind the length of a football field. So very,
kids
very, very dangerous.
Definitely need to
Yes.
be paying attention behind the wheel.
Yes.
Well,
all of us.
It sounds again like a phenomenal program. Will you be doing it again in 2015?
Yes, ma'am, we will. You know, our goal is to really just get the awareness out there. Hall Automotive wants people to be safe on the road. We want to make sure nobody's distracted when they're driving. We all realize that accidents happen, but distracted driving is not an accident.
It's preventable.
It's preventable.
Well, thank you, Jean, so much for being here to tell us
you.
about the contest today.
Thank
And
you.
congratulations to the winners and to Hall.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thanks for joining me on this episode of Cox Connections. As always, I want to personally thank you for choosing Cox Communications for your entertainment, information, and communication needs. We know you could have chosen another provider, but because you chose us, we pledge to be a friend you can trust. We promise to provide you with innovative products backed up by a talented team of professionals that will help you stretch your dollar. And we promise to continue to make a difference in the Hampton Roads community. From all your friends and neighbors here at Cox, we thank you again for joining us on this edition of Cox Connections.